Greetings and glory to Kairos. Welcome back to Tyranny. Last time we ended up getting a party vibe because we tried to fight the Bane. And now I understand why they are called that. But I am not disheartened. Even Batman needs some prep time against Bane. So we are going to do just that. And then we're going to give it one more try. And if that doesn't work, then that means we're not really supposed to be here. I'm only playing on hard difficulty, so these should be done in only a couple tries. But I would rather go somewhere else and be more productive if we can do it this time. Now I've leveled up in the last altercation. Set your quickness to base, so you don't get additional cooldowns. That is always good. As for talents, what's this? Call of Reckoning. Eb's presence frightens nearby Bane. Oh, when it's just a passive ability. Oh yeah. Definitely have to take this. So I inadvertently brought about the character that is the best for this particular fight. And then I will probably take Runic Barrier. Because Eb is only wearing light armor. Not sure why anyone would ever give heavy armor to a mage. Unless you're playing Morrowind or Oblivion and you're going with a sorcerer build. That one is pretty fun. But anyway. Everything else looks good. I actually went and made Unravel Minds instead of Frostbite. I don't even know if the Bane can be knocked prone. Not really keen on trying that. Oh, and we have answer to the missive. Let's see. We got the polite. And what is the answer here? Do you remember your training under Bladenmark? I remember mine. Funny to think that you and I are about a century apart, but to Bladenmark we are all children. Wait, century apart? How old is this Fatebinder? I didn't know that Fatebinders live longer than regular people. Well, that's something to look forward to. I'm now the oldest of the court's children, and I've seen much in my time. It's probably for the best. Everyone assumes I'm old, harmless, and worth shuffling away in the archives. If I were scrutinized too closely, I'm sure no one would find I've grown legs in my spoiled old age. Part of why I am where I am is that I've kept my head down. You appear to be doing the opposite. In some regards, this is beyond your control. You were chosen for the honor of proclaiming Kairos' edicts, twice. To decline would have meant death, but to accept means to be placed on the stage for all to see. Kairos' most powerful weapon is not the edict, it's her ability to hand us rope that we willingly use to hang ourselves. Never forget this. Wait, her ability? Kairos is a chick. Not that it makes too much of a difference, you know, but still. Maybe nobody knows, and everyone just headcanons it. That can be it. There are numerous questions nestled in your request. What is it you wish to know most? Focus your inquiry, and I will answer as best I can. Well, okay. Inquire about the edicts and their nature, or ask about the spires. Well, currently our most pressing issue is with the spires. We can worry about the edicts later. It seems wise to know one's own domain, and seeing as I'm now the master of the mountain spire, I ought to learn all that I can. If you would share with me what you know of the spires, I would be in your debt. I'll start with what I know and have observed so far. The mountain spires seem to awaken at about the same instant that Kairos' edict of execution was put to rest. There was a burst of arcane energy that drowned out my senses, and I awoke at the summit of the spire in what seemed to be just a few heartbeats of time. Atop the spire is an old sculpture of sorts, and it seems to be the core of the spire's mystic energy. I've been seeing visions and receiving sensations from the sculpture. It seems odd to describe it as talking to me, but that seems the closest analogy. Am I the first to report such things? There are other spires elsewhere in the world, correct? Well, based on that alone, kinda sounds like a Mass Effect beacon situation going on. Maybe. We will learn more after this. So now, back to the Bane.
Beast woman is fast.
Okay, let's get a little bit closer so we can see. And then we strategize. Okay. Now here's the thing. We do know from the last time that the Scourge have this aura of rage. And of course, I don't know if that is just the name, or if it is in fact an aura that affects others. But it is attacking crazy fast, and actually hits triple, so they are a priority target. They are completely immune to frost, but I think that's because oh wait, I read it wrong. You take double frost damage, and you take no frost damage, but double shock. Oh, okay. And you have Aura of Malice. That is the basic problem that we're having here. It's removing all buffs and does the raw damage. And their basic attacks also deal raw damage. So we cannot actually defend against these guys. The only good thing is, whenever you take them down to low health, they might switch to eating one of the scourges for massive heals. So it's probably a toss-up between trying to burst down these malices, try to get them to eat the scourges, or to maybe get the scourges first, so the malice doesn't have anything as... Yeah, I think as long as I have unravel minds and just keep dazing these two malices, that should be good enough. So they are much slower to act, but just for this try, I'm going to do something stupid and actually place Ebb in a corner right here. Because in the first Spire, I kinda employed MMO logic against the human enemies, and it seemed to work. That is, these NPCs have their place, and they're like leashed to only go a certain distance. So, with this try, we're going to see if maybe I can kill at least one or two of these. And then if I wipe, and they don't see Ebb, they might just go back. And that would reset the fight. Everyone would get a injury or two. But that would still help us in the long run. So that is what we are going to do, in my opinion. So you stay in stealth, and you're going to jump one of the scourges. I'm going to stand right here. Okay. So we can't really open with Eternal Flame, because the scourges are immune to it. Unless we were to try getting one of the malices again. Well, here's the thing. If I just want to burst down these as fast as possible, maybe switching to Red Geyser would actually be better. Because Verse is passively gaining dodge and parry anyway, every time she gets hit. And especially with these malices, armor doesn't mean a goddamn thing. But what I can do, just once, is take this Bane Essence leave one of it to verse, and the other to kills in shadow, maybe. And we'll see what happens when I
You didn't see nothing.
pop these at the start of the fight. That might hold back the Scourge just a little bit. And as long as the Malice isn't around to remove the buffs, don't even know if consumable buffs can be removed this way. Guess we'll see. So, with all that,
I'm on it.
okay. Then Surge of Glory. I don't even know if that hits herself. Wait, can I make it hit herself if I use it like this?
Let's try that again.
No. Well, that was a waste. Okay. So now, gonna pop this, and then you also. Okay. Still in stealth, still in stealth. And now we're just gonna
No dice.
hit the Bane. No, this. Hit the Malice with it. And then immediately run.
Count on it.
Okay. Okay. Now let's see. That goes there. Now jump. And you take extra frost damage. So we try to burst you down with that. Alright. You're gonna Essence Rip. That's gonna decrease stats, but that's alright. And now I Tidal Burst for some more days. Okay, I can end you, I think. Okay, everyone is going to attack Verse. And because of your aura, the Spectral Blur is unnecessary here. Okay, so try to kill this one. Seems to be the lowest. Alright. Okay, you are terrified. So maybe instead of Tidal Burst, now it is Fuse Bane. Okay. Drink. Oh, you're gonna eviscerate. Okay. That's one down. Good. And since you're disengaged anyway,
I did come.
try to occupy this one. So far, so good. And you're going for an Essence Rip. That's acceptable.
Was that mess?
Now we drink. Oh, you're ranged. Hello, okay? Gonna keep the silence for these guys, so thrust this guy. This is just a quick armor penetrating strike, but these ones don't have armor. Okay, I think I need to kill these because the auras seem to be... Oh, it's not stacking. You have Dominate. Gives armor penetration. I see. Ah, okay. So just keep killing everyone. Good enough. You're casting Dominate also. Okay. At least we got one Scourge down. And the Charge Fist is gonna go for the Malice also. Alright. Now, if only I knew exactly how many HP this guy had, I could calculate. Okay, now you're gonna Dervish. And I think you're gonna stay in place, so... Let's see. If you're gonna spin in place, then I'm actually good. Yep. This is how you do it. Okay, this one's also gonna Dervish, so... Haha! This is how you do it. Now my pop a healing potion with you. Wait for you to stop spinning. Okay, okay. And now we unravel minds here. Today is the both of them. Now we're gonna push back and hobble. Not really gonna do that with the ranged attackers. But we can do it with an area attack. Okay, come on, Verse. There we go. Now you can set this one on fire. Wait, was I interrupting? They don't seem to be dazed. So maybe I was interrupted? Well, no matter. Get you, dumbass. Okay, and now I get you. Ah, okay. So the Aura of Rage is not in fact an aura. It's not affecting the others. That's the important part? Okay. No, maybe keep hitting this guy. Kills in shadow, more like fumbles in shadow. Such an abysmal attack and defense rating. How the hell did you stay alive for this long, girl? Okay, switch back. Ah, I see. So it looks like when you use Savage Strike, it automatically switches loadouts. That's good to know. Okay, now... all of these are much better with dodge than parry. Oh, you know what I can do? Okay, Verse. Let's give the guys a little bit of extra, shall we? That's good. You got your stuff stolen. Hey, probably should have slotted a healing spell or two. I think Keys in Shadow is gonna turn into Dies in Shadow. You're gonna shriek. Unfortunate. Palm Strike you. Hopefully get a silence. That should be good. Yep. Very nice. Okay, and now... possibly freeze this guy. Maybe after he shrieks. Okay, come up here. And heal. Yep, there goes the Frighten. But we are still doing it. Go on then. Spell Breach. And then freeze the bastard. Yep. But at least the scourges are down. Oh, because you ate it. God damn. And I can't heal.
Fight!
Oh, that was just a graze. Damn. And you take no damage from frozen. Okay, let's see. I can pop Concealing Shadows here. That should make me almost invulnerable for 12 seconds. That's basically enough for some cooldowns to set in. Still going on the Red Geyser stance. That's good. Oh, and because these guys are ranged, they don't even engage from the looks of it. Well, okay. In that case, we kind of have to
I'd better not.
move here. Oh, and verse is down. I see. Yeah, having just
Wake
these
up
two is
dead.
probably too much. Wait, now you deal arcane damage. I thought you only hit row. Oh, that was maybe the spell. And I just got hit with the edge. Well, okay then. So far, so good. Now, I'm gonna try holding out for just a little bit. Okay, you can't get me. Or maybe you can. Oh, I see. Well, god fucking damn it. But at least now we will see. Okay, they move back. And I get up. Yep. So Keys in Shadow is a little bit too close to the fray. But still. I actually wanted this. And... huh, look at that. No one actually got injured. That's a thing. Ah. Okay, so no specific wound. Just a generic. Okay. Well, I can still do it. And now we know that this strategy works. So we are gonna do a quick save. And now we only have to contend with these two. I think that can be done. Oh, and technically we are still in combat. I see. Well then. At least your dodge is not all that. And you are weak to lightning, so... yep, eat the cheese. And Verse is gonna eat a fish for quickness. Alright, good enough. So Spectral Blur doesn't matter in here, because they're just gonna remove it. But for everything else,
I'll take care of it.
it should work.
By your command.
And just for the initial hit, this should work. Alright. Now we go with the extra accuracy stance. And I think I'm going to leave Verse
Got them in my sight.
to go with the bow. We'll see how useful that is. Alright. And maybe we can do Death from Above. If we start with that, that can probably work. Let's try that. Then Ebb is going to just stay in the background.
I'm on it.
Wait. No, that is not what I wanted. Why did you do this? That's what I wanted. Come on. What's going on? Can't we do it from stealth? Well, that's a problem. Okay then. I guess we're gonna do it like this. Start killing this guy. Actually set it on fire, so that's good. Oh, you're gonna drain. Wait, you drained me twice. I have a feeling it doesn't stack, so you basically wasted your drain. That's actually good. Okay. Now let's see. Just unload everything on one guy.
Whatever you need.
Okay. And go a little closer. Unravel Mind. Hopefully get a daze. Okay, you're gonna do a Bolt of Corruption. Now we know that has an area effect. So we send everyone a little bit further. Okay. Now we're talking. And then Electric Jolt on this guy. Okay, now you're stunned. And I can just drink a potion. Probably should have slotted a regular healing. But whatever. Okay. So, you're burning. And I have Mage Fire here. Okay. Just hit everyone with everything we got. Phantom Bolt doesn't work here. Okay, Repelling Blast has no effect in here. I think Drowning also works as a silence. Let's try with that. Okay, Frozen plus Mage Fire. And let's see. Oh, Ebb missed. 30 endurance plus 58 bonus. Wait, what is this? Where does it say that you gain that much bonus? Well then, That didn't work. So now maybe... Arcane missile. Can it bounce multiple times, back and forth? Do you see that? Okay, now I am down. I think the hunting bow is not going to cut it. Hits decently. But still not enough damage. Well, okay, in you go. Okay, so it does in fact bounce. Very nice. Now, as long as this guy stays occupied with Ebb, I should be fine. I have Grave Strike to heal back a little. Maybe get you with a Phantom Bolt.
Will do.
Just because? Okay, that's nice. Now we're gonna drain. Okay, almost dead. Come on.
Fall before me!
Now you're here. Come on. Oh, Healing Wisp. Did not even tell you to do that. Very nice. Come on, he's almost dead. We can do this. Ouch. Ah, this is why it hit so hard. I see. Well, looks like Verse is gonna be out as well. Yeah, the damage over time seems to be what's doing us in. Can't actually stop the Bolt of Corruption. And now even if I run away, that's not gonna mean much. Can I just grab the sword and run? Maybe. And that one is down. Okay, I'm gonna be a little silly, but...
I better not wake up dead.
Just wanna see if maybe I can come to the very end and it would go back. Nope. And I can't actually stealth here. Well, okay. It would be so goddamn funny if Ebb could solo this one. Wait a minute. 3 meters. Oh god fucking damn it. I should have been standing right next to it. Okay then. Get scared, idiot.
By your command.
Now you're stunned. And I don't think I can hit Mother's Embrace. But let's try. 47%. And that would keep you
I'm on it.
basically silenced for 30 seconds. And it is a graze, which means it did not work. Well, okay. Taratus is called.
By your
Just
command.
do everything here. And of course you have the aura that is damaging me. And I have the aura that is frightening you. So which one is going to hit first? Unfortunately for you, I can heal, and you cannot. Okay. And now what do I do? It would be so nice if I could just see the radius of my passive. Because I want to frighten this guy. Ah, wait a minute. It would be too much to ask if maybe I could be revived. If Ebb gets knocked out here. Just in a moment. Alright, have a lesser healing potion. Ah, you missed. And you hit 3 times for whatever goddamn reason. Okay, why did you do that? I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. Come on. That was a graze, and also missed. Holy fuck, that deals too much damage. Okay, at least that does a little bit of damage. Now, come on. If you kill this guy solo, I promise I'm gonna stop making fun of you. Thanks. What a stupid standoff this one is. And just keep hoping for the 10%, I
I'll
guess.
take care of it.
Oh, if I had an iron ring.
Yeah. No goddamn clue what the bonus is.
For every dumbass mistake of mine.
And you miss. Because of course you do. Wait, staff plus grave. Halved. Minus 16. What's the minus 16 game? What do I don't have? Okay. One more healing. Come on.
Will do.
We always have almost had it.
I'll take care of it.
Oh god damn it. Rolled an 8. Wow. Oh, that was close. And that is how you do it. Takes a little bit of skill and a little lot of luck. But we did it. Good job, Ebb. You get to stay in the party for at least a little while. Now we do a victory looting. That's a lot of corpses around here. Disfavored. Scarlet Chorus. Wow, everyone wanted this sword, huh? One more notebook. Looks like it's gonna be vendor trash and not important at all. Used up entirely too many healing potions. So we cannot actually go into the wall. But okay. Yoink. Dauntless. Superior quality. Extra accuracy. Very good recovery. On weapon crit, daisies for 10 seconds. And it has a renown. Ah, so it's that kind of weapon, huh? You basically have to keep it. And keep fighting with it. Then it's gonna level up. And at level 1, gonna give Stalwart Sturge. Raise the Dauntless high, releasing a wave of energy to stun all nearby enemies. Damage increases with the Dauntless's renown. Ooh. And it looks like it has a cap in the middle. There's probably gonna be something that happens to unlock that. This legendary sword was the badge of office for the champion of Stalwart. So many warriors brought Dauntless to battle over the centuries that the presence of the wielder was often less noticeable than that of the sword itself, which steered the hopes of Stalwart's armies toward victory. Even in instances when a champion lacked the people's confidence, Dauntless made up for their shortcomings by delivering on the promise of victory. The sword's most notable feat of recent memory took place during the Battle of Quelling Field in 398 TR. A Free Cities army advanced on Stalwart's farmlands and nearly won the day. When Dauntless was unsheathed, the defending soldiers broke out in patriotic cheer. This abrupt change of attitude so rattled the Free Cities mercenaries that they assumed their fortunes had changed, and that Stalwart had gained a second wind in the battle. It was only days after their panicked retreat that they learned of their error. Consequently, the cultural significance of this blade cannot be underestimated. Okay. What is this? As your hand touches the hilt of the sword, a rush of sensation courses up your arms as if you had dunked them in warm water. The feeling is at once calming and overwhelming, and leaves you breathless. Scent of big, mystic claw is bitter and biting on beast woman's tongue. Tastes of magic and blood. Makes skills in shadow yearn to cut carved prey, to hunt, kill, slaughter many disfavored with sword called Dauntless. Ah, so you want it, huh? If ever you needed a sword big enough to cleave the old walls in half, that would be it. Careful where you point that thing. Well, fuck me with Kairos' cock, that's Dauntless you're holding. Famed blade of the regents of Stalwart. There's a lot of history behind that sword, although most everyone who cared about that history is probably dead. But focus on the positive. What a charming new toy you found. Yes, indeed. And we bled plenty for it. So I'm gonna gladly take it. As you grow accustomed to the sword's weight, your thoughts are drowned out by a perpetual buzz of voices. Fragments of inspiring speeches, glorious battle cries, and the anticipation of triumph to come. The feeling subsides as quickly as it struck. Dauntless passes in your hand, its potential desperate for release. Your perspective is divided between holding a sword and holding a living symbol. The distinction at times grows hazy. Alright. Your power has increased. Okay, are you talking about this kind of power? It's the power of the spires. And at some point we should be able to use this for stuff. Okay. At least I had that pretty long, so I got most of the XP. App gained all of it. Well, okay then. This has been hard but fruitful. Now where do we go? You are glowing, as if you are something new. Yeah, sure. Get here and see what's up. Maybe there's something we can interact with in this spire. And we gained a new missive. There's Lantry. Oh, and we cannot do upgrades from here. We need to be at our main spire. Okay. Interesting. And Syrian's over there. I'm still debating whether to use Ebb or Syrian. But with this feat, with the Bane, I think she earned a little bit more of a screen time with us. Okay. Let's see. You are correct. There are spires all across Terratus. The exact distribution of these monuments fuels all sorts of debate and speculation. But two facts seem commonplace. Most spires are built near old walls. Your mountain spire is a notable exception. And nearly every culture that predated Kairos has some local myth to explain the builders of these spires. I believe the Teachman cite the older realms as their local name for the spire old walls architects, but nobody knows for sure. And of course, where Kairos has brought proper civilization, the origin of the spires simply isn't discussed in good company. Here's what I think you need to know. First, the spires behave as arcane lodestone. There's a constant field of magical strength around the spire. If you imagine a mystic sea resting atop our world, the spires seem to spin and churn this magic. Creating a spell cast with even modest effort will materialize with powerful results. Okay, so it's amplifying. Second, and I'd say most tellingly, Kairos has laws against entering the old walls, but there are no laws against the spires. You could infer from this that means Kairos has no issue with the lay folks messing with the spires, but wishes to keep us safe from the old walls. Or maybe nobody has been able to use the spires before us, so there was literally no cause to forbid the people from going there. Well, now that they are going to belong to me, I'm not gonna let them visit. Or you could think like an overlord and know that if you place a rule against something, you make it forbidden and desirable. Now I find it telling that Kairos forbids the hallways that leads to the spires, but does not paint a target on the spires themselves. That's also an interesting point. Last but not least, as a young Fatebinder, I once had to oversee the case of a man who had built a shrine to Kairos around the base of a spire in the far southeast. I could find no evidence of falsity or slander. His shrine was the most reverent and loving tribute as I've ever seen. At one point though, this man claimed he had evidence that Kairos was here back in -50. Wait, what? He had merely uttered those words, and my senior binder swung the axe then and there. Being the new girl at the court, I said nothing, but I have long wondered why such a command should require death instead of the traditional removal of the tongue. It's just a glitch. Okay. Well, that is strange indeed. Back in -50. What does that mean? Well, anyway. Now we inquire about the edicts. Thank you for hearing me out. I have more questions than I have ink, but let's start with a discussion of Kairos' edicts. I've lived under, proclaimed, and resolved edicts, which makes me far more knowledgeable than the layperson on the subject, and yet I still know so little. Ain't that the truth? There's probably a very good reason for that. Okay, now, let's see. This is the spire that we are currently at. We have the money to buy one upgrade. Of course, eventually we're gonna be able to buy all of them, but what would be the best? We're going with a forge. Ooh. Pretty. Wait, is it just me? Or does the spire top actually look bigger now? Maybe it's an optical illusion. Also, that's a lot of scrap that you're melting down. I really hope we get some people to scour the lands for scrap metal, because this is going to be quite a lot. And we just got some miscellaneous workers. Who knows where they came from? Volus Master of Smiths. Ah, okay, maybe it came from this guy. Okay, tell me about this place. You are the Forge-bound. I don't remember the lore, but I think they are a very special caste of people in Kairos' lands. Oh, there we go. We can just give him stuff that we find. I found reference to a dagger called Heart's Blood. What can you tell me about it? Heart's Blood? Really? Let me see that book. He looks at it. This is incredible. Unfortunately, the information in that book isn't sufficient for me to recreate it. If you were able to give me more information on it, I could probably make it for you. Alright. So we're still on the hunt for more. Gotcha. I found this hilt in the old walls. What can you tell me about it? That looks like the hilt of Sentinel, one of the finest swords the Forge-bound have ever made. With this, I could recreate it if you want. Just like that. Well, okay. You can research Heart's Blood if you have access to a library. Okay. So we can... Ooh, that's gonna take a lot of resources. Both in money and spire. Recruits needed? What's going on? So we even have to upgrade the forge. It's not enough to just have it. But we can make artifacts here. Yeah, this is just to entice you. To keep gathering money, huh? Okay, recruits needed one, so we don't even have that. Control emotions. That's probably force it in. Okay. Yeah, where are the recruits? And where can we get them? Oh, what's this? Sigil of Piercing. Needs 55 lore. And it's an accent. Okay, still, it's gonna probably give magic penetration. Select a weapon or armor from inventory to upgrade. Oh, so we can also do that. Ah, increases the quality. I see. That takes a lot of money though. And I think I would sooner find a better glove naturally. But still, it is here. I think this is the one recruit that we have. Wait, no, there's only 4 spaces. Oh, what's over there? Show me. Iron ingots. Naturally. Oh, something over here as well. Bronze ingots. Oh, maybe that is what the forge does. Just periodically gives you stuff. That would actually be very helpful. So even if you don't want to use the forge for its intended purpose, you can just use the ingots to sell and gain money that way. Okay, I think I'm getting it. Okay, tell me about the forge. Maybe we can untangle the way of the upgrades. He gestures at the nearby anvils. If you want to upgrade your weapons and armor, you can use any of the anvils. It should be simple enough if you've got the materials. If you need something that requires a master smith, like forging a one-of-a-kind item, come talk to me and I'll see what I can do. Well, okay. Is the recruits maybe? Here in the Spire menu. Ah, wait. Ah, I see. Now I have to make money. Because this pyre has a maintenance cost. Well, shucks. And it looks like we can get new items from here. Oh. Oh, that kind of recruits. Okay, now I remember. You just hire NPCs to gain more stuff. Okay, so this place needs one hire. And I think these ones don't have an upkeep cost. It's just whatever upgrade you put in the spire itself. Right now we have Lone Fang, who's periodically gonna give us free food. That's very good. So we can hire a merchant that will give us camping supplies as well. Trainers. That's just a way of blowing money, and I don't want that. Unique items. A smith who regularly produces weapons. I'm gonna take a guess and say that they will all be of the common variety, so you can't make too much money off of selling those. But okay. And these recruits are different, in fact. Skill trainer for some magic. Light armor, heavy armor. Smith provides bronze ingots to upgrade weapons and armor with. Huh. And a smith who makes iron ingots. Okay. So you do have a maintenance cost, but you can set it up so it periodically makes items worth their own cost. Okay. Still, want to keep some money? Who knows what we will find later. Alright. Now we're gonna jump back here. Oh wait, how do I do that again? Right. Boom. Okay. These guys are just gonna pop up wherever we go. Maybe that explains why they don't have any of their stuff pegged. So, you got some free stuff for me. Okay. Well, as long as I have keys in Shadow, raw meat is welcome. Alright then. So, obviously... Oh, what is this? Immediately gain renown. So we either go with the bronze sword for the faster recovery, or the axe that is slightly lower. I'm pretty sure when you're dual wielding, it always looks for the lower one. Higher, I mean. So you should be having 2.4 recovery, but still. Looks pretty dope. Yeah, and it immediately jumped to renown 1. And the cap seems to be gone. What was up with that? Well, now you have a built-in area stun. That's gonna be very good. Oh, what's this? Ah! Oh, I see. Just equipping it gave us the renown. Alright.
I see you there.
Well, I also think it's not gonna do very good for the people of Stalwart, in terms of morale. To see Verse wield their fabled weapon. Maybe that's gonna be good for intimidation factor. We shall have to see. And maybe we camp here to gain the bonuses. Oh yeah, +5 parry and dodge, +1 armor, and +5 to all skills. I can work with that. And I think next up we're going to go to the Broken Plains Wilderness. Find whatever it is we're supposed to find here. I think we're supposed to cut off some fingers. Not sure why. But we said we would, so we're gonna do it. And after that, I guess, off to Sentinel Stand Keep. And see what we have to deal with the Edict of Storms. Okay, so now we have a plan for the next time. Thank you for watching. If you like this game, then please give the video a like. And until the next one, have a pleasant day, and glory to Kairos.